Cause we gone. First I need everyone to take their lighters and wave in the air. Cause we gone. Then I need all the bitches with the fat asses to shake them like they don't care. Cause we gone. Cause we gon' be like chillaxin', relaxin'. You can do it like us, it just takes a little practice. You can do it like us, it just takes some extra tactic. All my niggas drunk with a bitch on a mattress. I'm active, I'm happening. You can tell them what's up. Cause everybody that know motor rock know what's up. And all the MILFs on the beach, yeah, they know what's up. And everybody in the summer knows what's up. So, bonfire or a party? I don't really care cause we still drinking Bacardi up. I don't really care cause you know we gon' be tardy up. And I don't really care, I'll find a bitch that look like Barbie up. In the summertime, you know them dimes.
Good morning. For another video. So, update. We just finished our last game of the normal season, whatever that's called, against Grass, which we lost. We're now to the phase finale, so we have a week off now, which is this week now, it's Monday. And then we have the first week, the phase finale, which is against a team. I'm not sure if it's home or away, so the way it works in France, you do home game, away game, and the total scores aggregate is what we're going to go by. We use that. Final score goes to the next stage, and then after I think it might be 2 games again. I'm not sure how it works like that. But yeah, today I am off to the stadium. It's currently 11:32, so prefer to be at the stadium at 10 AM, but doesn't matter. I'm going to go do some sprints, starting a new program, and after I'm going to do some kicking. After I do some kicking, might do some cardio, see how we go. Need to clean my car, get that done, and then come back home, get some food, go back to the gym and do a leg day. I'm going to show you a new piece of training thing I'm doing, which is called contrast training. I'm doing it for 4 weeks now. Usually I would cut down me onto something else, but I didn't film it, and I want to show you what contrast training is and introduce you and explain it to you. So, that's my plan for today. Today is an off day. Our planning for this week is... let's get walking. Our planning for this week is Monday off. Had a game yesterday. Tuesday, FYI, normally I wouldn't. I didn't play yesterday. Then Tuesday, tomorrow we've got training in the morning, training in the evening. Wednesday, training in the morning, training in the evening. Thursday off. Friday, training in the morning, training in the evening. Normally we would have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday training, Friday off, have a long weekend, but phase finale, so I guess they want to get busy, get training. So yeah, that's that, and I'll see you at the club.
In 1991, a legend was born.
As you'll see back here, I have a collection of rugby balls. These are the ones that the club left. Took them, I got these, I got another 20 at home. So, maybe sort of giveaway should be going on. Have a little think about it. We shall see. Anyway, we are at the stad now. I think it's around midday. Sun's out. Do some tanning whilst I get running about and kicking. So yeah, change rooms there. Anyone that haven't seen this channel before, change rooms in there. It's the first team field. Stadium, they're adding stuff to, well, the stand. They're adding stuff to here, adding floodlights in. Whenever that's going to happen. There you go, change rooms in there. We walk out here, cross onto the pitch with the kids, then we go up there, gym. That's why I sleep, center formation, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do my sprints here, we're kicking here. Okay, so an interesting point, which is quite interesting. Sprints. Is it better to spikes on the track or on the field? Which is mould, studs, whatever. I actually don't know. I can see the reasoning behind it. So for example, sprint on the field in your mould studs, because that's realistic. In the game you're going to be sprinting in your moulds and studs. Sprint on the track, I don't know, it's a good question. If anyone knows the reasoning, but I've always sprinted on the track because I've always had spikes and I want to use them. Technique wise, I might find it helps, I guess, but then again, it's the exact same thing if you wear studs and molds. So honestly, I'm not sure if there's a massive difference, but the reasoning for me sprinting on a track is I have spikes and I want to use them. Not the best reasoning, but it probably would be a better idea to sprint on the field and do that. But you know, as I said, not a massive difference. Anyway, I'm very low on battery, so I'm hoping I can get through this morning session with a well, I hope I can film it. Hydration, key. Quick tip, every morning when you wake up, have a cup of water. Teacup, glass of water, have a cup or two, straight down you. 8 hours, however long you slept, if you ever been hydrating yourself. Good tip. Anyway, let's get on to it. Ooh, yeah. Warm-up, I forgot to film it, but just quick go through my warm-up, go through some technique work, get everything fine, get everything warmed up. I'll do some stretching, obviously I'm not going to film that, maybe another day. Look at my other videos, I need to get on my session. So today's session is a 10 metre, 20 metre, 30 metre, 40 metre times 3 of each at 60% emphasis on technique. So nothing smashing hard like maybe you think I need to smash it in every session. Actually I forgot. After I've done that, there's then an agility part, which is lateral bounds with an immediate 10 metre sprint, one set of 6 reps, single leg jumps, single leg line jumps times 20. So it's kind of like the stuff you just seen where I was hopping on one leg. It's that. There's not much agility in that. I need to sit down and get my agility sorted, sessions in. This year I've neglected it. When I was in my Mond I did it every single Friday. This year not so much. Yeah, doing that. So that's what it is. I'm going to show you. I'll show you one sprint of each one. The rest between it. So I'll 10 metre walk back, 10 metre walk back, 10 metre walk back, 20 metre walk back. I'm going to take 2 minutes between each one. So I'll do 3 sets of 10 metres, 2 minutes off. 3 sets of 20 metres, 2 minutes off. 3 sets of 30 metres, 2 minutes off. 3 sets of 40 metres, 2 minutes off. Again, 60%. Worrying about my technique, thinking about chest up, head looking forward, relaxed face, hands spread, knees push, high knees, full extension, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not a technique king, but I mean, I've watched a few videos. Yeah, so there we go. Let's get to it. Okay, just a quick one. Changed my mind. Just done the 10 metres. Very easy. You don't need a 2 minute break. Going to do 10 metres. Give it 1 minute. I'll go again. 20 metres. I'll do the same. Give it 1 minute at the end. 30 metres, 40 minutes. 40 metres. I feel a bit more tired, so then I'll do the 2 minutes break. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. session tomorrow. It's a loaded sprint. Ideally, what 100% you want to do your leg, you do your sprints in the morning. So the loaded weight session I'm doing tomorrow, I want to do this morning, but can't get in the gym. The sled's in there and the weight's in there. I'll leave my sled in there. They've got 4 hours as well. Anyway, and then go back home, eat food, rest a bit, come back, do your leg session. Coaches are different. Last year in Marmande, I didn't have specifically a leg day. In the first year in Marmande, I had just a leg day, and the others. Second year, I had full bodies, so I had 3 or 4 full bodies. So the morning I do my sprints, go home, come back, and I do a full body session. That felt pretty good in terms of recovery and training, because it's very hard to stick on top of doing your leg session and everything in one day. So for example, I'd come in the morning, do my loaded sprints, then I'd have a skill session here, go home, not even loaded sprints, gym, skills, home, come back in the evening, training session. So it's difficult. I'm dealing with it okay. Doing kicking on top of that, it's hard. That's why I'm doing my kicking this morning, then coming back and doing gym. Because after a gym session, it's fatiguing, it's very hard, injuries occur. Had a little tiny quad strain this week from kicking, maybe a bit too much, and directly after gym session, stupid on my behalf. But yeah, so we'll see how I am tomorrow. I'm going to do the loaded sprints tomorrow morning. Gym session today isn't hypertrophy anyway, it's a strength and power based session. Like I said, I'm going to show you what contrast training is. And yes, so now I'm going to jump onto your kicking session. Tip for me that Dave Allred told me, if you don't know Dave Allred, get to know him. He only uses 5 balls at a time. The reason for that is, the reason for that is, it's something to do with the brain. After 5, the brain starts to, like 5 reps of kicking, the brain starts to copy the last one. Whereas each of those 5 are individual, you're thinking about just that kick, and then after that maybe you miss one or whatever, you start to think, just do the same as the next one. So if he likes to do 5, stop, get the balls, walk away, forget about it, come back, start a new set. So that's what I've always done. 1 second. I will be doing a kicking video soon, in the summer, but for now, usually what I do is I do some out of hand kicking, line up in the 5 and I do that, but I'm on a new tee. I've changed tees. My last one I was scraping the floor quite a lot, wasn't consistent strike, it wasn't very good at all. So I've changed tees just as of this week, so concentration is nailing in the technique on that and getting used to the new tee. So I'm just going to be doing that. It's just a 30-minute session. Again, I'm talking a lot, but I like to get this out. You don't need to kick hours and hours on days. Little and often is great. So coming out, doing your kicking out hand, going away, maybe come back in the evening session, just doing 5 to 10 kicks or playing a little kicking game yourself. Just a little every day is good, not hours upon hours, once a week or twice a week, 4-hour session, 30 minutes every day, accumulates all to the same. That's what I do. So yeah, just gonna do a kicking, blah blah blah, I'll show you what it is. Off back home and get some food, I'll show you what I eat as well. So there we go, I haven't talked too much, I hope I've still got some of you here with me. Now, let's get on with the session. Okay, so this was my old tee. They were always suggested it, he gave it to me. I've used it for quite a few years, maybe 4 or 5 years now. That's a lie, 3 or 4 years. And I wanted to give this one a go. So yeah, I'm trying this one now. I used to hit the ground a lot with that, so that one's out. This one's in. Basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to line up in the 5. I'm not going to line up on the try line because mentally if you don't get great kicks directly across that line it might mess with your head, so I'm just going to keep in the 5, try and keep it within the 5, straight line, not really worried about where it's going at first. I'm just concentrating on the technique, the contact with the ball, and he called this the ugly zone. So you start to mess up kicks, it's called the ugly zone. It's good because that's how you learn what you need to change. Yeah, so I'm going to film. I'm not going to cut much of it. I'm going to let it film, and then obviously I'll put a minute of kicking into it, and then I'll go from different angles. But I'll show you the good kicks, the shit kicks. I'm not the best kicker in the world, don't claim to be. So yeah, Let's get to it.
Damn, I've been getting high as the sunrise. Blunt life, done winded my eyes tight. This would be in blind light. Guess I paid a fine price, racing after limelight. Them fine dikes on wine night to grind if the time's right. Passing over con pipes, bud from the Rudy. Seldom ever did the duty. Suli groovy from the ooey ooey. Truly just a local nobody. Dropping shit like a broken porta potty that was falling off a cliff. How you start a day off that you ain't never in? Drinking beers at 5 a.m. with all your friends. Now you got the juice, you already had the gin. The party just winded down, now it's about to start again. So pass me that espresso, it's gas like Petro. The Occupy Wall Street meet.
Let's give a breakdown of what I do personally. So line the ball up here, straight, slightly tilt to the right, as opposed to doing the my trainer Andre said, just go straight back. That way you know you're in the right position consistently, whereas if you go that way, the length of step could change, all that stuff. So 5 straight back, and I take 1 step to the left to make sure my right leg is in line with the Gilbert sign. My left foot is just to the left. I then look at the tee, that's where I'm going to stare at. Get comfortable with my feet, my toes, look slightly to the left where I'm going to put my foot, place the ball. And back to the tee, then I look at the post where I'm aiming for. Usually I aim top right, because my kick kind of has a curve. But most of the time I'll look straight down the middle. I'll look for a spot further through the post, cloud or something like that. I'll come back to the ball, then I'll keep my eye on the ball and I'll look to the, I'll tilt my head to the post. I'm imagining my head going over, coming back, and I'll say, keep that right, cover the far peg. These are the 4 pegs, I want to cover this one. If I'm coming this way, I want to make sure my foot is around that far peg. Say that, keep up right. I don't know why I put my hands on my legs, it's my thing. They've already got me into kind of the running through the ball motion, kind of like George Ford. You see how he runs through the ball, and I've got that technique I want to keep running through. And I don't just want to run through a bit, I run through far, so that way I'm kind of over-exaggerating it to get me into the second nature of just going straight through it. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to kicking at the posts. So what I'm going to be doing is lining up like so. So we've got the first kick here, just outside the 22. Second kick kind of in between middle, the 15-metre line, middle, same on the other side. The reasoning for this is because in a game, if you can cover these 5 spaces, then, I mean, it's usually where most penalties are in games. But what I'm going to do is take one, miss one, put myself under some pressure, like, oh, if I miss this kick at the end of the game or something, I usually do that, come to the last kick. But yeah, focusing on technique, the wind's coming this way, so it's much easier. And yeah, I'll film each kick, and then after the last one, that's it, stop, miss it or get it, go home, done. Not the best kicks, I'm not sure whether they went over or not. They were above the post, like to the right, maybe just inside. Who knows? Anyway, 3 guaranteed from 5. The last kick there, I usually plant in my head like, you're in the final, it's the last kick of the game. If you get this, your team goes up promotion. If not, there you go. Just puts pressure on your head. I'm going to sell some kicking plans soon and like give games and training exercises to do. For me, the way you train, when I sat down and have a talk with Dave, he was like training, the way you train to pass, you play these games, the way you train your out of hand kicking, you aim for things and you do different things. You don't just stand on a 5-metre line and just kick. The same with goal kicking, like it's good to just kick at the post as well, but also you need to do different games like close angle kicking or games we play with our coach here, Andre. He like sets out a certain amount of the last one. He set out like 4 different sets of cones, and you had to kick from each one. And if you missed from that colour 3 times in a row, you were cut from that one. You couldn't kick any more on that. So it plays with your mind, which is a mental game. During a game is very important because if you start missing 1 or 2 kicks, your head drops, and then so you're fighting a losing battle. So playing different games with you mentally is really, really good. Another one we did, he set up cones all the way around the 22. You couldn't move from that one spot until you got it. So if you missed 4 in a row, 5 in a row, you're then going to start to get pissed off, annoyed, you're going to lose your technique, head down, you're in a mood, done. That was me a few times, but you got to work on it, it's important. So yeah, that's me done. Again, I took what, 15 kicks then, not a massive amount. Normally on other training days, after we do morning training, I will then stay on the pitch for another hour and just do out of hand kicking. So like I'll do from the 10 position, the 12 position, kicking to touch, drop kicks, up and unders, grubbers through, little chips over the top of the posts, loads of different things, because in a game, what's more important is if you can kick out of hand. As opposed goal kicking, what comes, you take maybe 4 or 5 kicks if you're lucky in a game, depending on what's happened. Goal kicking, I mean, kicking in the game like out of hand happens a lot more. So if you're a player that can kick, especially off both feet, must train off both feet, and it's perfect, happy days. So anyway, I'm going to pack up here now, go home, get some food, come back, go gym. Yeah, I'm going to try one more thing I saw Freddie Burns do. Try that one thing. I'm going to show you. I'm going to try it 3 times to see if I can get it. One try. Fuck, it's hard. Okay, last chance. 10 meter line. I give up. I give up. Oh, I really hurt my knee. So for anyone who doesn't know where I live, some cool little thing. I'm right at the centre of town now. I live, I'll show you. The riverfront is just down here at the end. There's the big old church in the middle. And then I live with 2 others. English guy, South African guy. Yeah, here's my place. I haven't really shown where the other videos you've seen where I used to live in Alpine, that was by myself. It's my place. Moved here with the other 2 because we wanted a bigger place. 2 stories, it's 3 times the size. Yeah, so I've been here since November. And yeah, it's a bit annoying for the car. I've got to park the car further away because I need a garage. So it's about a 5-minute walk, 2-minute bike. It's nothing. But yeah, I'll take you on a quick tour of the apartment. That's a how done yet. So, toilet, shower. This is one of the guys' rooms. Yeah, there's a shower in there. Yo. This is James's room. And then I'm up here. Excuse the mess. It's very messy. It's very messy. So, ignore the floor. I'll cover the floor. And there's the washing room, my bed, and actually, so there's the washing. We have a sauna. What are the chances? Has never been used due to, I'm thinking it's going to be very, very expensive. In terms of messiness, my room is what I describe a wardrobe, but I don't care about up here much. Whereas I clean downstairs. Downstairs is clean usually. I'll show you the living room. You're on my YouTube channel. Say hello. So, this is the living room. This is Johan's room. This is the kitchen. Outside. The old pantry. That's that. So, gonna cook up some food. So, we have come to the lake with James and the family. Had chicken and pasta before I came here. Now we're going to chill here, go back to the gym in an hour, and chill with the boys. Chill. Hey, brother. Huh? Hey, ça toi? Hey. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is these 4 exercises, one after the other. The first one is a compound lift, 80 to 90%. The second one is a plyometric jump. The third one is a drop set or a weighted jump, 30 to 40%. And the final one is a plyometric or acceleration movement. So what we're going to be doing is squat, hurdle jumps, weighted bar jump, followed by a elastic holding kind of jump thing. You understand where I see it. So I'm going to take you through that. Normally 4 sets. My legs feel heavy. Hip flexors really sore, very tight. So I'll show some exercises for that, some stretching. But yeah, I'm going to do 3 sets, get on with the rest of the session. This is the 5th week I'm running it. Normally I run 4 weeks and I'll change something, but I forgot to film it. So I'm going to show you guys. I'll tell you the benefits of it. I will link an article in the description. A guy called Graham Morris, he done it. It was on the Rugby Strength Coach website. He explained it all. I will try and read it and cut it all down for you and give you a review. So yeah, this is my 5th week doing it. Really, really good. It's 4 sets is a lot, so I tend to go on with 3 depending on how I feel that day. But yeah, and each week there's a progression from the percentage of weight you're lifting. Anyway, let's get to it. That's the first set. More or less you can see how it works. One after the other. No rush, just finish exercise. Go to the next one. 4 to 5 reps, so 5 jumps. But it depends on the week. I'm in the 4th week, 5th week, so on the squats, 2 to 3, 90%. I think that's 90%, 8%, and 120. Yep. And then I'll write it all down on the screen how you can block it out. I'll give you a 4-week example, which is the one on the article which I've taken from. There's many different ones you can do. You can do one for deadlifts. It's not based around deadlifts and squats. It's based around the different types of movements and what plane you're working. And for anyone interested, my online training, I'm also putting this French contrast stuff in. I'm trying out different stuff. Obviously I test it with myself first, then I give it to my clients. But I found it's been pretty good. It's only the first month, so I'll give it another 2 months trying this stuff out, and then we'll see how we go from there. But from what other people have told me, from what I've read, it is beneficial. I've also done the 5-3-1 with my clients. That's feedback has come out, it's pretty well. So there are many different things that we can try. If you come to the online coaching, we can talk about it. So then, keeping it shut, go to the link on the bottom.
Back now. Give a fuck about my background, cause I'm Pacquiao and I'm acting now. While you acting proud, you got the whack sound. Never backing down, coming back around. Staying on top of this rap shit, I know I have it. Holding the world on my back like I'm Atlas. Bitch, I'm a savage, ready to ravage and rumble and tumble and go. Your lyrics just suck and you mumble your flow. I'm coming so hard, I want you to know I got all this energy ready to go, ready to blow. Just kidding, see I'm ready to lose, but I love winning. I love grinning, and the feeling I get in my head breaking bread when them drums kicking. Tongue twisting, life's a riddle, not life's a game and I don't like to dribble. I like to shoot, slam dunk, see I live a lot when you die a little, so cry a little. I'm ready as ever, I'm clever, I'm young and I'm dumb. You get where I'm from, some people still think I'm a bum. Never was holding my tongue, cleverly killing shit, but you don't know what you're dealing with like the dealership. Young and they feeling it, if I don't make it, my whole life will be illegitimate. See, I'm a peaceable person that keeps getting worse, and this world got me getting bullied.
Okay, so the reasoning behind the exercise I just showed you, sorry I keep coming out, it's because of the music. Basically, I saw a coach on Twitter saying Nordics are overrated. I didn't read much into it, but I saw the substitution that he showed, which was that exercise. I've been using that for a few, 4-6 weeks now. Feel it really good in your hammies. You want to keep your glutes up, like you're in a glute bridge position, and you extend it. It's a really controlled movement, and you feel it hard on the hamstrings. I do a bit more research behind it once I can find out what the name of it is. I don't know what the name is, but it's a really good one. There's loads of ways, like progressive ways to move up to this exercise using a medicine ball, or move your way up to the Nordics. This could be one that helps, because you don't always want to do the same exercise. You need to stimulate the muscle in a different way, and I've never done this before, and it's a really cool exercise. So give it a try. You can do that by itself, or you can superset it, which what I'm going to do with single leg squats, pistol squats. If you can't do them yet, you need to get onto the progression of it. So you'd start just little single leg squats. So from standing you go to seated and you stand up again on 2 legs. There's different stages to build up to the single leg. If you can sing pistol squat, happy days. You need that 1 leg control, which is really big, especially in rugby. If you've got that single leg strength to move off each foot, come to agility wise and powering through tackle wise, acceleration is very important. So pistol squat, look it up, Google pistol squat progressions, get onto it. You can add it into your session every day, every 2 or 3 days, twice a week, whatever you want. It's not hard, just throw it in between exercises or at the end. It's very good for prehab, rehab work and all that stuff. So that's the explanation of that exercise. One thing I'll add as well is the single leg squats. Try to do it flat footed if you can. I can't physically do it, but I'm working on the ankle mobility. But yeah, they're hard to do together. It's really killer on the quads, so I might drop it down to 3 reps. Sometimes I just do that hamstring one by itself because I've got training all this week. So I'm going to cut that one out and just do the hamstrings, and then some other accessory work on the adductors, and obviously hit my massive calves after at the end.
But bitch, you're the one to start it, and now I think I'ma go finish it.
Explanations again. So why am I doing the side lunge? So basically, one thing, I'm powering off to improve the step, because you want force in the 1 leg as you push away. Stepping, you push off 1 leg, change direction. That's one reason. 2 reasons. Again, good work on the adductor. A lot of groin injuries occur during the season, little niggles. Just working that. Don't neglect working your adductor. What else? And that's the main 2 reasons. Usually I would superset that with lateral jumps, but up onto a bench, and then also from jumping from the bench down to the 1 leg and landing and sticking. The reason for jumping down is that's the kind of like, as you're sprinting, so your leg can take all that force and then push off again. Because a lot of people you see, they step to one side, all the force goes on their knee, crack, ACL, gone.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Superset them 2 together, but as you saw this morning, I did the side laterals already, so I'm not doing it now. After the calf work, again, it's just I have small, tiny calves, non-existent, so that's the reason for that. And that, for me, that will be a session. Deadlifts and glute bridge and all that stuff, doesn't have to be done year round. So it has its time when to come in. So after this, I've done this, I'll change it up and I'll bring in the deadlift, bring in the glute bridge. Different phases, different progressions and all that stuff. So if you don't understand this and you want this all done for you and you want me to explain it to you, online coaching, CGR training. Anyway, so I'm going to do that 2 more sets. After that, I'm done. I'm going to pop off home, have some dinner, chill, catch up on this week's rugby. We lose Toulouse against Leinster yesterday, so yeah. And there you go. So here we are. Here's me, the old shaved head, and the big J Lass. This guy is centre.
Centre stage, what was
How we got there, no one will know. And there we are.
I'm good.
So, session finished. Nothing too draining on the old legs because it's a Monday and we've got training all this week. So, I don't want to go too hundy when I'm in season, especially. Usually on if a week off, I'll do 1 session of the old strength and power, and the second session will be a biggie, like hypertrophy thing. But then I'll have like 4 days after that off. No running, nothing. But can't do that at the moment, so that is that. Go home, show you what I'm going to eat, and then be done. So I'll see you at home. Here's the evening meal: chicken, potato, gravy, Generation Iron 3. Yeah, apologies for no vegetables. Sweet. Okay, so that's the day finished. Off to bed now. We've got training tomorrow, 10 AM. We've got speed session, optional in the morning, and then straight after we've got skills. And then evening, we've got gym, video, rugby. So I'm going to do gym in the morning and then speed in the evening. But anyway, so that's just a quick insight. Another day in the life of the old gym session. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, any questions, drop down. If you want any coaching plans, sort your season out, get on track with your training, track with your nutrition, hit me up. CGI training, links in the description. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.